Hello, so we're going to be doing a mobile responsive footer using Bootstrap in Next.js. You can do it anywhere you want, right? So we're going to have it that if it's below 576 width, it's going to display. If not, then it's not going to display. So you see, if we reload, it will not be here. If we go below 576, we reload, and there it is. Now, by default, it's going to be kind of folded, right? Okay. All right, so let's get started. Yeah, before we get started, here is the code pretty much. All right. So we using use effect, effectively speaking, right? So you can ignore column, all of this mumbo jumbo. It's because I'm creating a footer, right? Okay. So we have a h4 element with the product in it, all right? So this gives us the product, okay? Then we have a HTML space element. So because if we remove it, the arrow is gonna be like literally next to the product, so we don't want that, all right? And then we have a bootstrap icon chevron down, okay? So that makes up the top part, all right? Then we have UL with toggle product and 3 elements, so list elements, okay? Right. And then the code is very simple. We first on load check the width. Remember to use document ready and use effect in React. It's much better because then once the DOM loads, use effect can then use jQuery. And if you want to import jQuery, just install jQuery. Just go to jQuery and npm, right? Documents, import this thing, $ from jQuery, right? And then it will work for you. Okay. So I'm assuming you know how to kind of how to work with Bootstrap in Next, right? So this is the same file. Okay. So this code is basically in here. There is this code. You see, it's just that I split it into two. So we check in the width on load. If the width is below 576, we are targeting this button, right, which is a span element with a class of toggle buttons. And then we're gonna show it. So that's the first step. If not, if that condition is not met, we're gonna hide it. Okay, we're gonna hide it. Now the second step is we want to target the button, product button, okay, with jQuery. And then we assign it a click event to this button here. Now you can probably target toggle buttons, but I mean, I'm gonna have more than one, so that's why I'm assigning individual classes per button, because I'm gonna have product, integrations, blah blah blah, right? Okay, so we have products, right? Click event. Then we're targeting UL toggle products, and we're using slide toggle jQuery event. So slide toggle does exactly what it says. It basically slides it up, slides it down. Okay, that's all it does. You see, so this is slide toggle in action. When you click it, it slides out. Click it out, it slides in, right? I'm assuming you know how jQuery works as well, all right? And then, of course, by default, we want it to be closed, right? Now, slide toggle is basically a shorthand operator for slide up and slide down. So we're gonna use slide up on load, right? So if the logic is like this, if the width of the window, right, which we check in here, window dash width, window dot width, that's how to check it. If it's below 576, we're gonna slide it up and show the button. And then the button has the functionality. If not, we're just not gonna show it. And then that's it. You also have to remember that the button is removed from the DOM element. And then that's it. That's pretty much how it works. All right, so now I'm gonna remove all the code and literally code it from the scratch. So you can do it with me now, right? Okay, so I'm assuming you installed jQuery, right? So to install jQuery, you do this, right? Guys, like I'm not gonna go through the whole jQuery installation, just it's so like because like this is kind of advanced stuff, right? If you can't follow, you don't know how it works, just let me know in the description below, and I'll make the video with introduction of how to use Bootstrap inside Next as well, and jQuery, right? But fundamentally, all you do, um, where's my jQuery? There's my jQuery. You do this, right? npm install dash save jQuery, right? This will put latest version of jQuery into your package JSON. So there it is in here. Okay. Next, you want to import a jQuery. So to do that, you import $sign from jQuery. All right, and then it works. All right. So next thing, we have section, padding 5, background color dark, text light. So this is Bootstrap, and the Bootstrap is this will make your background dark and color text white. Okay, to use Bootstrap inside Next, you need to go into the app in here and insert all Bootstrap code into the head. Like I'm talking everything, including the everything. Like you just go to the website, you go to Bootstrap, home, getting started. All right, in here, copy this, copy this, copy this, right, and just stick it in there. I think this and this just works as well, but like just in case, just stick everything in, right? That's what I did. I just stick everything in. Okay, and then you also go to Bootstrap Icons. And where's the Bootstrap Icons? Bootstrap Icons, okay. Where was the Bootstrap Icons? We need docs, I think, right? No, that's Bootstrap. We need Bootstrap Icons, CDN it's called. Bootstrap Icons, CDN, I think, right? Yes, from here. Yeah, so you need this here, and you put it into in here. You see, there it is. Bootstrap Icons, okay? So everything goes into your underscore app.js. This is next, right? This is create next app. And you put it into the head. And then both Bootstrap and jQuery are going to work. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is we need to create a heading 4. All right. So heading 4, we call it products. All right. Then we need HTML space. I think it's non-breaking space. I think it's like this, non-break space. I think like this. And then we want span element, which is going to be our button. All right. Inside span, we want to put Bootstrap Icons, chevron, it's called chevron down. Just basically Google it, right? There it is. This is chevron down. You can do this as well. You see Bootstrap Icons, search, chevron down. This one here. We take this code here and we stick it in here. Oh shit, I don't have my npm run dev. Because I'm wondering why it's not showing up on the screen. That's because it's not working, you know? It's not bloody working, mate. What am I going to do? All right, so now we have the thing, right? The next thing we need to do, we need to create UL, and we want 3 list items, okay? What I'm gonna call them? Call them woo, anything you want. All right, so I will do features, I will do integrations, and then security, right? Security. All right. I'm I'm not gonna do spacing right now because okay, let's do some spacing. All right. So this is what it looks like right now. You see like spacing is kind of off, so let's just add bootstrap spacing. You have to remember this is React, so class is being replaced by class name, whatever. Margin top, let's do 3. So we reload, and now we have spacing. Okay. So spacing is done. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is we need to, oh yeah, the problem in here is needs to be class name. All right. I just there is like an error on my it's just complaining that one of my classes is called class and not class name. So I just realized that it's my icon. It's one of, because I have like loads of icons, and it's basically complaining about it. Okay, so right, so next thing we need to do, we need to create use effect. So scroll down here, right? I have a use effect. This program is called Ditto. It's from SourceForge. It's a it's called Clipboard Manager. Ditto is the program. All right, so that's our use effect. And then we need to do document dot ready for jQuery, right? So this code here, make sure that when jQuery will only apply once the document DOM is loaded, all right? Because sometimes the DOM did not load yet and jQuery fires and it creates a big fat error. So what you do is the document ready prevents that from happening. So now let's check for width. Let's create width element, right? Width equals target window dot width, like this, right? So if we're gonna console log it, we can see the width of the window on load. You see, 796, 796, right? Okay, so based on this, we gonna operate. So if width is smaller than, now in here you can do whatever the hell you want. I do 576, 576. Then we want this button to be displayed. Okay, so we want this span to be displayed. So we're gonna give it class name equals, I don't know what's called, product button. Okay, so now let's target this class product button dot show. Okay, else product button hide. So we are targeting this element through jQuery class. So now we will see that, you see, the width is 794 and it's not being displayed. So if we go to whatever below 576, now it's displayed. All right. If you want to display it, make it appear, disappear as you resize, you have to write extra code, which is window on a window resize, and then you have to fire it, right? But I don't want to do that because, I mean, that's not how users use their things, you know? So this will not display. This will display. Oh man. Okay, so now we have the button appear and disappear depending on the screen size. So next we want to target this UL and use slide toggle. So remember, slide toggle, so slide toggle will fold and unfold the UL. All right, so we need to assign a class here. Class name product UL. Let's do this. So now we need to target this button here. Assign a click event. And then we're gonna target the UL element. All right. Slide toggle. There you go. Okay, so we need to go below. There you go. Button appears, we click, and nothing happens. I wonder why nothing happens. Oh, I think it's because I forgot to put in class in here. That's the problem. So we click, right? So toggles up, toggles down. So this is slide up, slide down. But like the shorthand operator for this is toggle. And then of course we want on load. So when it loads, we want it to be folded, right? So the way to do that is we add in here, if the width is smaller than 576, we're gonna target this and use slide up. Okay. So you see now every time it loads, automatically it will fold it by default. And then you can do your slide up, slide down. Okay, that's it. Done. And if you want more of them, just make more of them for practice purposes. Would very encourage. Take care. Bye bye.